game. Not happy with how we uh, executed at 2-1. Had a lot of chances to get the third goal. Sean Johnson obviously had a very good night. Made a lot of key saves, a lot of big saves to keep them in it. I think we gave up 4 shots on goal and we gave up 3 goals. So again, you work so hard, we finally break through and get the goal. And mentality-wise, you have to be able to close the game out at that stage. It's a tough one to give up a goal a minute after. Whether it's a handball or not. It is a handball on the sideline. Let me be clear on that. They missed it, but at the same time, still to recover, to realize that you've worked so hard to finally get the lead, and to maybe make a play for your team. There's 4 or 5 times where we could have done that, and we don't. And again, another wild game. We invent different ways to blow leads. It's unacceptable. You score 3 goals at home, you should win, no matter what. Again, I'm upset because neither team really benefits from a tie tonight. You have 2 teams at the bottom of the table. Tie really does nothing for us.
Questions open for you.
Both of your fullbacks have been playing very aggressively, taking a lot of chances, and when it works, it's great. But they both have been making a series of mistakes on both sides of the field. How much of that is what you want them to do, and how much of that how they're playing?
Yeah, I mean, we do put our fullbacks on an island a bit. We do call upon them to make plays for us defensively. I thought the goals tonight were preventable. The first one that gets crossed, could we maybe drop a little quicker and it just be an easy clearance because there wasn't a real run at the near post? Could John maybe come for it? I don't know. We'll have to look at the tape, but it's in between the center back and in between him and John. The second goal is the same exact thing, where it's rolled across. There's no real reaction, and they get a tap in. And then the last one's just a complete debacle in terms of not protecting, not defending inside to out. So again, the outside backs are part of it, but everybody is a part of it. And yes, they are aggressive going forward, especially Fabinho. But I think they're not at fault in this game.
Questions for Jim?
Chaco took the lead assist tonight with 3. Is it the one positive you can take out of this is how he played and kind of backed off Wednesday's performance as well?
Yeah, he's a good passer of the ball. Obviously, he's a special player. Had a couple chances to get a goal tonight too. But again, he was dynamic. He set up a lot of our chances. Most of our goals do come through him. He's special in that regard. Happy for him. But again, he'll trade 3 points for all the personal accolades.
Talk a little bit about some of the guys who are either coming back from injury, like Aristigueta and Vittoria, and a guy like Craval making his first start.
Yeah.
What you thought out of them?
Yeah, I thought they had a decent night. I thought, we actually didn't. The first 8 minutes, we actually didn't start the game slow. Obviously, we gave up the goal, and then there was kind of I didn't like our response after we gave up the first goal. After that, everybody kind of settled down. Happy for Fernando to get on the end of a goal. I thought Warren broke up some plays, did a good job. But at the same time, on the yellow card, there was some concern, in the middle of the field. That's kind of why we went to Michael in the game there. And Steven had some good plays, but he also had some plays that he could have done better on. Some fouls that maybe didn't need to be fouls. Happy with the 3 of them. Getting them fully back fit. Vincent's coming back. These are good things, but at the same time on the night, frustrated to not get all 3 points.
Mark.
Jim, Mo, was it his groin? And then also, could you update us on Brian Sylvester?
Yeah, Mo played through a partially torn groin in the first Chicago game. I give him a lot of credit for doing that, for the fans, for the team, for the city, for everybody. He decided he wanted to give it a go, and he's not obviously. There was the possibility of damaging it worse. I don't think he did in the game, but we'll have to have that fully healed. He knew it was a do or die game, so he gutted it out. And obviously, he's a guy you miss. We missed him a lot tonight.
Andy.
Why do you think, Jim, that holding leads or those late crazy goals have been such an issue?
You know, I'm at the stage where I'm watching our guys celebrate like we've won, like it's over, and running. I don't understand. Again, as defenders, I don't get running. I obviously you want to be with your team, but in the 80, in the 90th minute, as a defender, you never should want to run an extra 100 yards to go jump on guys. It should be maybe stay back and conserve some energy. Yelling at everybody to get back. You know, again, I understand the excitement and everybody's into it, but again, that's a minor. Maybe I'm grasping at straws in terms of things we can tighten up because it's happened so many times, and that's where it's frustrating. Again, to work so hard, the guys. They leave it all on the field. They kill themselves for the badge, but we do just come up short in the big moments and silly plays.
Mark?
Jim, it looked like it was a handball in the first half when they gave Chaco the.
Yeah, so the same linesman, 0 for 2. It was a handball. Everybody on TV's texted, and it was a handball in the box. That's the way it's gone. Is there favoritism because we don't have a superstar? I don't know. That's the ref missed 2 calls. They make mistakes. That's part of the game. But at the same time, it was 2 critical ones because obviously the first one, a handball in the box, penalty kick. You'd like to think we'd score there. And then the last ball, diagonal, it's clearly right in front of the linesman where he literally traps the ball with his hand. They blow the whistle there, and we move our line up, and it's at least a lot more minutes would pass by. And again, that's the way it's going for us this year. We don't get breaks, we don't get calls, and in some ways, you make your own luck. And right now, it's been tough.
Scott.
When it comes to Barnetta, you've been playing him out on the wing recently due to injuries.
Yeah.
But it seems like you're overloading one side sometimes with him, and his marking coming back is a little awkward. What's going on in terms of the individual tactics trying to integrate him into this game?
Yeah, we like him to come inside, and Chaco has a tendency to kind of drift, and they've had some good interchange. They're still figuring each other out, the best way to make it work. Barnetta is a guy who's versatile. He can play a couple different spots. Again, in his preseason right now, basically, and playing 3 games in 8 days is not easy. I thought he had some good moments tonight, and again, he has the ability to come inside and be comfortable on the ball, and sometimes it is a situation where we'll overload the middle. Sometimes, when Chaco drifts out left to join him, there's a little bit of a numbers advantage there. So both guys would prefer offense to defense too. They're offensive players first, so there will be a little bit that you give up on the defensive end.
Joe, you're on the right.
Orlando lost to you guys at Montreal next week. You still got to point out tonight, do you take any stock in the playoff race still? Only 4 or 5 points again?
Yeah, games are running out. Obviously, this is a devastating one again. So again, we need a good performance. 3 goals at home is unacceptable. We concede too many, and we'll have to go into a tough place in Montreal and try to get a result.